Okay, so Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, you. Selina Akhtar, right?
Waalaikumsalam. Surname.
So,
Yeah, I am Salina Akhtar.
where are you from?
I am from Naikhongchuri Upazila of Bandarban district.
Okay, so you're learning English to me for many months, right? So, why are you learning English to me?
Actually, I want to develop my learning skill, language skill. I want to develop my own self. That's why I also want to keep me with this competitive world. That's why I am so interested.
Okay. So, how was your experience about my course, in my course?
Actually, when I add with your course, firstly, I have I had many hesitation to speak to with another in English. And finally, lastly, I have feel that maximum movement now I can speak with other in English without hesitation. It is sure that.
Okay, that's good. Thank you so much. So now we'll discuss about our main point, and you have to give a presentation on two topics. First of all, you have to say something on book, and second one is reading newspaper. Okay, so are you ready?
Okay, I will try.
Okay, so please tell me that do you like to read book?
Obviously, I like to read book.
So why do you like to read book?
Actually, I read I like to read book because by reading that we can know the world, we can know new things, we can know new thinking. We also know uh, what what we do something. We also know that by reading books we can gather much knowledge about different topics. Also, I read that it improves me my focus, memory, uh, impairs empathy and communication skills, and also it reduces me stress and also help me live longer.
Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. So, what kinds of book do you like to read instead of your academic book?
Actually, sometimes maximum times I used to read Islamic books. I try to read them, and I also read a few novels
Mm.
books.
Can you mention any name of this novel that you have read?
Yeah, obviously. Um, Among the novels I have read, Shunari Dukha is my favorite, which is written by Sunil Gangopadhyay.
Mhm.
It was famous novel of his.
Mhm.
I
Okay. So, if you read any kinds of story books, if you like these kinds of book, please tell me about the story of this book. I mean, what kinds of particular things have you got from this novel or book?
actually I'm going to tell about this. It was an immortal love story.
Mhm.
Uh, the hero Tistan is who is born in Choro,
Mm,
who raised in life and fall in Choro, also finally death in Choro. On the other hand, the heroine Shunali, I have no words to describe the beautiness of heroines Shunali. She was so beautiful, Larry. Finally, I have written that many long time ago. Remember it lightly. Actually, in order to maintain love relationship, both of them both of them have to be on same position, same level, and also how much sacrifice they have to accept in order to stay together. In lastly, that I am telling to you last part of the novel.
mm,
Actually, actually honest life is so difficult. Love is so difficult and cruel. That is also is the main theme of that novel.
mm,
When I had read that book when I was a student of intermediate.
mm.
At that time, love stories are supposed to be liked. It is true that there is no bond without love.
Mm,
All people are deeply involved with this that issues of love, deep friendship, and that plays to people, and that's there. So those things are so important for everyone. I think that.
Okay, so what are the characters of this story? Can you mention about the character?
Actually, I have remembered the heroine was the Shunali, whose name is Shunali, and the hero was the Tristan, who is actually involved in whole novels with sadness.
Okay. So, have you mentioned about Sunil Gangopadhyay? So, do you know anything else about him?
Sunil Gangopadhyay is a famous writer, not only writer, but also he was a journalist, writer of short stories. That's for it.
Okay, thank you so much for your wonderful speech. And now come to the next point. We will talk about newspaper. So, please tell me that do you like to read newspaper?
Okay. Yeah, I am like to
So,
read newspaper.
not I am, just I like to read newspaper. Okay. So, do you read newspaper regularly?
Not regularly. Sometimes I read like to write to like read newspaper.
Which is your favorite newspaper?
My Daily Star. I follow Daily Star. Doinik Itsepak.
So, can you
I
say something about the importance of newspaper?
Why not? Obviously, the necessity. There is so much importance of learning. Importance of reading newspaper.
Mm,
Uh, Whatever newspaper, I think that it is a storehouse of knowledge.
mm,
By reading newspaper, we can gather much knowledge about the world and about different types of different topics.
Mhm.
It also provides the news about countries, economic situations, games, sports, entertainment, and communication skills. That's it.
Okay, so do you read English newspaper? You have mentioned that you like the Daily Star. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
what's are the importance to read English newspaper for developing your English communication skill?
Actually, by reading newspaper,
By
we
reading
can
English newspaper, just I have told you to what's the
English.
benefits of reading English newspaper.
Okay, there we uh, we benefited by many ways by reading newspaper. Like that, we can build it. Reading newspaper build our vocabulary. It improves reading skills. Also, it provide critical promoted promote our critical thinking,
Hmm.
and also it bring ideas and current events of life, and it also build global awareness.
Builds. I mean,
And
you are mentioning a subject as third person singular number, and you are using present indefinite tense, right? So, when you want to say something about the topic, you have to use s or yes with the main verb. Okay, it builds, it promotes. Okay. Then,
also it makes learning fun. Also it promote social awareness, etc.
yeah, I mean, you know that reading newspaper is a good habit, right? Which provide us to know a lot of essential things of home and abroad.
Yes, yes,
Read newspaper,
yes.
or you know that pleasure and
Actually, the necessity of newspaper is so much, whatever.
Mhm.
Now it is a part of parcel in our life.
Yes,
We can't think our single day without it.
yeah. I
By
mean,
it, we know the unknown, see the unseen, see the unseen.
hmm.
Reading it actually makes a good habit, and it is already part of modern life. I think that.
Right. I mean, from the advertisement of column, the job seekers and traders, I mean, can get useful hints and details, right, in the newspaper. In fact, by reading
Yes, yes,
newspaper, we can
obvious.
be up to date with the, I mean, what we need and with the competitive changing world, right? And you
Yes.
also know that sometimes a newspaper misleads people. So, can you say something about that things? How can a newspaper misleads people by spreading fake news?
Yeah, sometimes we noticed that some news are fake to me, fake to us. It basically it depend on uh, journalists uh, who are taking the news from different place. Some journalists are some journalists are get to greedy. That's why they
Yeah,
take.
I mean, you know that, I mean, when a journalist, I mean, edit a news, they can support from political parties, right? Some of the
Yes, yes,
newspapers publish news supporting political parties, and sometimes they write column to gain benefits from their ruling party. So for this,
yes, obviously.
understanding takes place, and many unexpected incident can happen. So we can say that, I mean, though a newspaper has some disadvantages, it has a lot of advantages too, right? And you know, on the whole, you can say that newspaper reading newspaper is very good habit for every person. And in order to keep ourselves up to date, I mean, with news and views, we should read newspaper regularly or every single day, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay. So that's a wonderful presentation. Thank you so much for your good
Thank
speech.
you too for adding me.
And I hope we will meet in our another meeting. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.